In this video, we'll be talking about Peyton List, from the most hilarious facts about her, the real reason why she left Disney, and what she's up to. Trust me, she's more interesting than you'd ever imagine. Stick around until the end and remember to subscribe to Riveted. Let's begin with the hilarious facts about Peyton List. She first smiled when she was 3 years old. Yes, you heard that right. Peyton didn't smile until she was 3 years old. While most kids around the age of 3 were trying to learn new words, Peyton was learning how to smile. I guess some things don't come as easy as you'd think. However, she's been very good at learning other things. For instance, she can memorize the lyrics to a rap song after listening to it only once. And she learned how to swim when she was 8 months. And I bet that made her family smile a lot. Well, ever since she learned how to smile, she's been turning heads with her gorgeous smile. Peyton is as blind as a bat. Many kids never realize they are short-sighted until someone points it out, and for Peyton, it was her mom who realized that she was visually impaired. She's had terrible vision since she was in 4th grade, and her mom realized it when Peyton played basketball. She kept passing the ball to the other team members. Hilarious. I'm sure all her competitors were glad when they saw her in the lineup, but it must have been pretty depressing for her team members. None of them would understand why she kept passing the ball to the opponents, so among her collection of cool glasses, some are meant for her poor vision. Her nickname was Octopus. Who named someone Octopus? Well, Peyton's teammates felt it was the best nickname for her. If there's one person who knows how to compensate for her shortcomings, it's Peyton, and that's how she earned the nickname Octopus. She couldn't see that far, but Peyton was one of the best defenders when she played basketball. Twinning with Spencer. Peyton is 10 minutes older than her twin, and they are like 2 peas in a pod, inseparable to say the least. Twins always have some things in common even if they live miles away from each other. Peyton once said that she and her twin Spencer don't have the weird twin thing. Wait, apart from the facts that they peed at the same time when they were younger. Oh, that is even weirder than other twin things. And they also throw noodles at each other every once in a while. I guess they have a couple of twin things after all. She does her own makeup. In a generation where YouTube has tutorials on how to do absolutely everything, you don't have to spend money learning how to do stuff. Many celebrities nowadays, including Peyton List, prefer doing their own makeup. That way, they can express exactly what they want. However, Peyton says she's terrible at doing her own hair, which isn't a problem because she can afford a stylist. Closet is bigger than her room. No, don't even imagine for a second that Peyton has a small room. She merely found an alternative room to keep all her clothes, shoes, and accessories. Peyton turned her basement into a closet. Genius, right? And we can clearly see the results because her sense of fashion is on another level. Peyton's strange namesake experience. Have you ever met someone with both your names? Well, Peyton did, and the experience with her namesake was hilarious. She unknowingly stayed at a hotel with another Peyton List, and the other Peyton got her script. I wonder what was going through the other Peyton's mind when she got the script. And she's not the only notable star named Peyton List. The combination must be very common. There's an older star also called Peyton, and no, they aren't related. Okay, enough of that. Let's have a look at the Disney show Bunk'd. Bunk'd premiered on the Disney Channel in the summer of 2015 and proved to be a Jessie spin-off. Most of the faces were familiar from Jessie, and in Bunk'd, the characters met new friends and ventured out to Camp Kikiwaka. It was a massive success for Disney, and they renewed it for a 2nd, 3rd, and 4th season. It's important to note that several people have left the TV show since it premiered a few years ago. Kevin Quinn, Nina Liu, and Nathan Arenas announced their departure at the end of Season 2. In March 2018, actress Sky Jackson stated in an interview that she was leaving Disney and that Bunk'd would end with the 3rd season.
This is my last week on Disney, so Monday and Tuesday will be our last filming day. For Bunk'd, and then the series is over.
It's not that the show didn't pay well or they had a misunderstanding. Most of the actors and actresses wanted to move on to something more challenging. The other Ross sibling, Karan Brar, also announced that he would be exiting the show at the end of the 3rd season. And now the topic of discussion, Peyton List. Emma Ross was the star of the show for 3 seasons. She was training to become the camp counselor and eventually the manager. The series took a somewhat surprising twist at the end of the 3rd season. Peyton List, who had developed a love for fashion, became a supermodel in Milan, and the twist left fans wondering what would happen in Season 4. Well, she left everyone with more questions when she announced that she was shooting her last episodes for the show. Even with the departure of critical characters, there was still more to tell about the adventures of Kikiwaka. Many fans believed that Season 3 would be the final season, but the producers decided it was not yet time. You know what they say, the show must always go on. Disney signed more actors and the show premiered 2 months ago. So why did Peyton decide to leave Disney? Yet she was the main character and clearly the highest paid. The star has a net worth of $6.86 million, and Disney contributed largely to her wealth. For a while, people thought that she was going through a difficult time or she'd had another project which was taking too much of her time. However, that was beside the point. In one of her interviews, Peyton revealed the real reason she was leaving Disney. She said, "I've aged out of children's shows. I love all of those people so much from the show. They are and always will be my family." Viewers thought that she would only stop doing kids shows, but as it turned out, she was done with Disney as a whole. Alright, let's face it. The reality is that many kid actors use Disney as a stepping stone to their career. Disney gives kids one of the best opportunities to grow, and eventually, they grow up. And when they grow up, they have to move on to other mature shows. Just have a look at the breakout stars like Zendaya, Bella Thorne, and Debbie Ryan. They all landed major roles after deciding to move on to more mature parts. Well, age wasn't the only reason Peyton List decided to say goodbye to Disney. She also wanted to explore a career in music. Some Disney projects, like Descendants, involve a lot of singing, and other projects like Bunk'd barely have any music. Peyton wanted to explore her musical side, and Disney wasn't giving her that opportunity. A film which gave her the chance to explore her musical side was Anthem of a Teenage Prophet. The movie revolves around a teenager's gift of premonition that becomes a curse after predicting the death of one of his friends. The local newspaper later dubs him Prophet of Death. Peyton, who co-stars in the movie, wrote and performed the song Dance Till We Die. Peyton also wanted to widen her scope of work and ultimately challenge her limits. In the film industry, if an actor acts in a certain way for so long, productions might only consider the actor for specific opportunities. That was one of Peyton's fears when she left Disney. Peyton had acted in Disney for so long, she wasn't sure if she'd be considered for serious roles in other productions. She wanted to experiment with different characters and roles to diversify her career. Considering her current engagements, Peyton has undoubtedly lived up to her desires. The star currently stars in several movies and series projects, including Light as a Feather. The series isn't your typical supernatural thriller, and if you haven't watched it yet, you need to look for it. The story is about 4 girls who invite a shy new girl for Halloween, and they end up regretting the decision. The shy girl suggests they should play light as a feather, stiff as a board, and the cast members start dying as predicted on the game. Okay, I've never played the game, but I definitely don't want to try it out now. She voiced Batgirl in the animated film Batman Hush. The animated movie also stars the other Peyton List from Gotham as Poison Ivy. It has been heralded by many fans as the best Batman movie ever, and we can't wait to see what they have in store for us. Peyton also stars in Valley Girl, which is an adaptation of the 1983 movie. The original version starred Nicolas Cage and Rachel Lee Goldenberg. Remember the controversy around this movie? The film was scheduled to be released on June 29, 2018. However, it was pulled from the schedule following controversy surrounding Logan Paul. It was around that time when Logan Paul posted a video eating a dead rat and the suicide in the forest video. Sorry, Logan, the internet never forgets. Peyton List is also part of Paper Spiders. The story is focused on a high school student's senior year being turned upside down when her mother begins to suffer from a mental illness. Lily Taylor plays the mother, and Stefania Lavi Owen plays the daughter. Peyton will also be working alongside Ian Nelson, Tom Papa, and David Rosh. Another notable project the star is working on is the comedy crime movie called Moving Day. The film is about 2 friends who find their roommate dead on the morning of their moving day. They try to handle the situation while avoiding the cops, their neighbors, and a drug dealer. Peyton stars as Danny alongside Alyssa Milano and Scott Hayes. Well, there's another massive reason why Peyton said goodbye to Disney: her love for fashion. In 2018, Peyton launched her clothing line List. She needed more time to concentrate on her new brand. Also, she wanted her merchandise to appeal to older people, which would have been difficult if all she did was act in kids' films. List by Peyton covers a wide range of outfits from business looks to party looks. True to her word, the collection mainly appeals to young adults. As you can see, Peyton's decision to leave Bunk'd quickly paid off, and she's been doing perfectly fine even after leaving the production. What do you think? In your opinion, did she make the right decision? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. And stay tuned to Riveted for other amazing videos about your favorite stars.